Our other top story tonight at 5, the trial for the man accused of killing 5 young women in a high-speed chase is now underway. Attorneys presented their opening statements in the last 2 hours and testimony got underway. Derek Thompson is charged with multiple counts of third-degree murder and criminal vehicular homicide after allegedly driving 100 miles per hour and crashing into another car in 2023. Lou Raguse is following this case for us and joins us with what happened in the courtroom today. Lou?
Julie, friends and family of the victims from the Minneapolis Somali community filled the courtroom. This is the first trial we've been able to have a camera in the courtroom since the new rules passed by the Minnesota Supreme Court 17 months ago.
The faces of the 5 young victims shown on the monitor as the prosecution began opening statements in the murder trial of Derek Thompson.
These 5 young women between the ages of 17 and 20 lost their lives due to the act of another that was shockingly reckless, incredibly selfish, and unspeakably foolish.
Assistant Hennepin County Attorney Joe Paquette told the jury Thompson was clearly seen on video renting the black Cadillac Escalade and driving it from the airport 35 minutes before the crash. He warned the jury before showing video of the high-speed crash. We've slowed it down and stopped it here. There were gasps and cries in the courtroom.
They never stood a chance. The defendant T-boned the Honda Civic. What resulted isn't sufficiently described as a crash or a collision. It was an explosion.
And ladies and gentlemen, they simply don't have the quantum of evidence to establish that my client committed those crimes.
Defense attorney Tyler Bliss told the jury to pay attention to the Escalade on the video after the crash.
When the dust settles, the smoke clears, you'll see multiple doors to this vehicle open. You will see the DNA of multiple people in this car.
Bliss is expected to argue that Thompson's brother DeMarco was actually the driver and that Thompson's state of mind at the time didn't fit the definition of third-degree murder. Paquette said it's an open question whether DeMarco Thompson was actually in the vehicle, and he asked the jury to pay attention to whether Derek Thompson's actions show an indifference to human life.
Now, one of the first witnesses to testify was the state trooper whom Thompson is accused of speeding away from. He said that when he arrived at the crash scene just seconds later, only the driver's side door was open. This trial is expected to last about 2 weeks.
So Lou, what do you mean about state of mind for third-degree murder?
Well, when you talk about the different crimes, there's criminal vehicular homicide, which they have to prove recklessness. And the third-degree murder requires more than that, a state of mind of not caring who he killed or hurt with his actions. And so that's what makes these cases a little complicated. Even if they think he was the driver, they have to think about his state of mind.
All right. Thank you, Lou.